I was always interested in money as a kid, making money, and so that's probably where it started. There was always an interest there, but it was really when I got my first part-time job, and I wanted to do well, so I started saving, and I saved my first $2,000 or $3,000, and I was surprised by how quickly it mounted up, and I was also really excited about that. And while I was there, I had this idea that it's not how much you make, it's what you do with it that really counts. And so could really see the opportunity in that, and always wanted to be able to be clear and just make the most of what I've got. So it started there, and then when I got my first full-time job, I went and saw a financial advisor, and they shared with me how they suggest to set it up, and that's to have a bank account that's with a different financial institution that you have no card for or anything like that, so you can't access that money. Have your pay put directly into that, and then the money into the savings or investment goes off automatically, and then to your personal accounts the remainder is automatically transferred. And so that was a bit of a light bulb moment for me, because I just thought, wow, I can't stuff it up, you know, and it got me thinking, you know, we've got all these fixed expenses, and your fixed expenses are usually your most important ones, like your rent and your healthcare and all of that sort of thing. And I was like, what if I added that to that bank account and had them coming out of there? I wouldn't have to worry about how to pay any of those things. So I did that, and then it basically grew from there. So I've been developing the system for about the last 10 years. So that's where the idea came from. Many people would probably say, not having enough of it. But the thing is that even if you earn 100 grand a year, if you have, you know, commitments to the value of 100 grand a year, you're going to be pretty stressed. And so it really comes from spending more than you make. And so if you can shift that balance, then you're not going to be stressed around money. So there are people who have, you know, don't earn very much, but you know, spending less than that, and they feel peaceful. So MyMoneyZen is a holistic approach to your money management. So you've got your budget, which is a realistic, truly realistic budget. So I'll speak more about that later. The second thing is that it has a system to actually implement that budget out in the real world. I think that's probably where a lot of other budgets fall down. And the third thing is that there's mindset tips to help you along the way. So, you know, looking at your money can be a bit of a roller coaster. It can be uncomfortable at times and a bit confusing. And so, yeah, having the mindset tips there of helping you to get the budget finished and coach you through those feelings along the way, I think is really key to actually completing it and getting it done. Other budgets, for one, aren't truly realistic. So, for example, if you have your, you know, Christmas at the end of the year, you know, many people will spend $1,000 or $2,000 for that. The reality is that a small portion of each of your pay actually belongs to that. And if you do a budget that doesn't include all of your expenses, including things like that happen yearly, then you will, it's only human nature, you're going to break your budget. Of course you want to buy presents for your family. So the first thing is that it's a truly all-encompassing, realistic budget. The other thing is that it's got the yearly column along the side, so you can set it to weekly or fortnightly in terms of actually doing your budget, but there's always the yearly column there, and I think that gives you really good perspective. So when you see, you know, I need this much for entertainment or for alcohol, and then you see how much that costs you of your, you know, yearly salary, sometimes you might want to make another choice. So I think that's another thing that's unique to MyMoneyZen. The fact that it's all encompassing, that there's actually a way to roll it out. So even if you do a you know, realistic budget, if it sits in the drawer at home, it's not going to help you. So by actually having it automatically set up so that you can follow it, That's probably another key thing. You know, basically you get to see, you know, you look at your spending account, if there's money in there, go nuts. If there's not, you don't, and it's foolproof. So for more information on MyMoneyZen, check us out at mymoneyzen.com, like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter.